Okay, hopefully all is well. Let me double check. Early morning, well, relatively. Done a bunch of stuff already, and now I thought you guys might want to see a continuation of what we missed out on yesterday. Got a few horses in the arena, so it might be distracting here and there. Put the camera as far back as I can. Yeah, something like that should be pretty good for what we're up to today. Let's make sure all is well. Duke's here again, and I don't know. Seems pretty curious about stuff. Hey, would you? That's a little too curious. The tarp's even in your way. Is this working? Let's see. Make sure oh, Maria says yes. Good, very good. Okay, I think, no, don't play with phones and cameras and all that kind of stuff. Okay, you need to back up. If you'd stop getting your foot stuck on that tarp, well, then I guess you're dragging the tarp around with you. Come on. Go on. Go on. Go on. There you go. Horses, eh? Okay. Let's put the tarp back. Can you guys hear him when he crunches his teeth? They sound like they've got a rock in them. Anyhow, so continuation from yesterday. And we did, what did we do yesterday? We did a bunch of groundwork. Tarp, I think we played with the tarp. Umbrella, saddle, archery. So he did pretty nice with all of that. I know, I'd want to be out there too. Luke's out there with the new girl. I know. Looks like fun times, but this is work day. I had an interesting comment that somebody said that maybe Duke doesn't look like he's enjoying his work time. And not when others are playing, but I think when horses come into this arena, it's never playtime, so they know they're going to be up to something that's probably not going to be very comfortable. So, yeah, could be right, but that's okay. Horses don't have to enjoy their time all the time, but he is very, very nice and compliant and quiet about everything I'm teaching him, so I'm very happy with that. Now, we got to get him saddled. You might notice I'm using something different. I've got a couple of lines here, these long lines that I use, and they're orange because you can see them on the camera. Lots of long lines out there that are black and brown and stuff, they're hard to see. Whenever I've watched somebody do something, I think, if they're orange, you might be able to see me shuffle these things around on his back and whatever. So that's why. Okay. Just going to put this on top of him for a second while I organize a couple things, wait for people to come in. I've got a lot of paraphernalia around here to work with horses, get them with me. I was watching one of Sean's videos a little bit. Something came up about a Friesian, and I thought, oh yeah, that's the Friesian he's talking about. And because he was telling me about this Friesian that he'd gotten a lot better, that was really not very good at all with people. Kind of scary, in fact. Now, I'm going to put this on your butt. Don't freak out, okay? And so he told me a couple of stories about that thing that went on to live a pretty good life. And I'd never seen any of the videos about a Frisian. I only watched Mustangs one. That's all I was interested in. So it came across my feed as I was doing a couple of things. And I watched a little bit, but I mean, I know what he's doing. I know what he's up to. I know why he's doing it and stuff. David, if you're on, do you see what's happening? It happens. You just get a little disorganized. So let's get organized. Anyway, so some people had, I mean, like every horse channel or channel out there for that matter, there's always going to be people who come in and say something. You're not doing anything. I don't think I need to do you. Let's leave that. If you do move, though. Oh, that's too bad. All right. Well, we'll just hang on to this end. I was hoping you'd just stay. Anyway, so there's a few people on there that thought that maybe what Sean was up to wasn't very kind or something along those lines. And while sometimes some horse training can look a little, I don't know, rough or harsh or whatever word gets used. Come here. Come on. Good boy. There's an observation to be made of how the horse is treating the human. In the case that the one that I was watching, this Frisian was just paying no attention to Sean, and I know how that feels. I know how scary it is when, okay, we need 2 more things here, big guy, and I think they're in my pack here. Yes, they are. And I know how it feels when you're hanging around a big horse that doesn't care about you at all. And you can tell. They've got no respect, no nothing. They're paying attention to anything and everything other than you, which can make you into a pancake at some point. So the horse already had a history of running people over. And so, you know, I just thought, oh yeah. But that horse went on to actually do really, really well, supposedly go into some higher end dressage, and supposedly was the most well-behaved. YouTube failed for a second there, or the connection. So anyways, Duke's not one of those boys, you know, or girls or whatever, or horses, where there's any trouble in having him pay attention. He mostly comes around. He's not looking around and trying to escape or go somewhere at the moment. It's quite with me. It's nice. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is ground drive. Now, I've done this a few times with them, and I'm not going to say I'm the big expert around here on how to deal with stuff like this. Or how to do stuff like this, not deal with it, because it's not really about dealing with it, it's about doing it. But the premise of ground driving, for the most part, is having a horse understand that when you're in the saddle, they're gonna understand what do you want? Is that right? No, you can't go out. No. Nope, you can't. So they'll understand when you sit in a saddle one day, not like I will. It's too little. You really have a lot to say at the moment, don't you? You're going to have to back up, because I'm not a big fan of horses talking to me that much. Stay over there. See, now it's, in my mind, this kind of behavior is a little too touchy-feely. There'll be a level of toleration that you can have. Hey, go back over there. Go back over there. Good boy. Right there. Level that you can tolerate in these horses, no matter how nice they are. And you just say, you're in my space too much, and I've already said no. And then you just send them out and have them just be okay a little bit over there. and that puts you in a safer position. And especially with the horses that are crazy. So the story about Sean's video really does apply to any horse. Ones that respect you and ones that don't. But I teach all the time that you must have a safety circle. And if there's trouble, if there's a horse that's really afraid of all kinds of things and they want to snuggle up or push you off to make you go somewhere else, well, you've got to make some space or you'll get stepped on and pushed over and stuff. And this guy here, he's kind of insidious with his plans to make me do something else because he's still a baby and he's young. So he's going to come over with his mouth. He's going to kind of check out down near my shoes and stuff. But I'm not going to allow that to continue. It's like letting a horse rub on you. And there's maybe a time and a place that can happen, but for the most part, it shouldn't. There shouldn't be the availability to have a horse get and rub their face and stuff. It can be dangerous. It can lead to stuff that's undesirable. And it may not just be for the owner, the person who's most used to that horse. They may do it to another person and then extend that further and just push into them. And that person might not recognize what's happening and get stepped on. Very common. So be very careful about stuff, certain things, them being in our space. Now, you might notice that this is quite different if you're just coming on now. I'm going to be doing ground driving. But what I first want to do is get him moving around. I'm not a big fan of what I'm using here for doing much of this, so I won't do much of it. But as you can see, I've got a clippy clip, a metal clippy clip on here. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Which I don't like at all. When they're bouncing around or moving around or something like that, and especially where some people might shake this rope and everything to get them to back up, this can hit their chin. It's quite painful if you just flick your own chin bone. So I'm not going to do a lot, but I want him to move around and make sure he's cool with this saddle on before I start riding him. Right? But you don't like air quotes? Riding you. Come on, you big goofball. Let's go into the arena and play. It's a longer rope. Not a big fan of longer ropes. Okay, get going. Come on. Good boy. I don't think you need to trot. Just walk. Just walk. Whoa. Good boy. Get used to that saddle on you. It's kind of weird. A little floppy, long stirrups and stuff. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Good boy. All right, so I just want him to kind of go around. I don't know what he's thinking about. I don't want him worked up. I don't want a worked up horse. I never want a worked up horse for that matter. Keep shuffling. Keep shuffling. I'm not ready for you yet. You're not ready for me yet. As you can see, he's not totally calm. If you've got a horse that's hoppy skippy and sort of not really, he can't even make a single circle around me without getting bothered on the far side here. So I'm going to push him off because I can see his hip kind of coming a little bit in on this far side. So now I'm going to be real calm. I want to just walk. Come on. Good boy. Just walk. Now put a little pressure. So you get out there. There's nothing out there, just beautiful forest there, big guy. We've been in there enough times. You'd think he'd be pretty cool with it. So when a horse, and again, it's back to Sean's video. Geez, what a coincidence. But I'm going to ask him to sort of pick up his shoulder and move his shoulder, but at his butt as well. And I'm going to do it no real different than I might think about doing it in the saddle. I'd probably pick up my hand a bit and say, hey, shape up your shoulder this way, because I don't want you thinking about anything too much. Let's go together. Come on. We're going to go back up. Switch sides. We'll switch sides up here, though. Come on. Good boy. Round you go. Now, this can be a good way to get out the heebie-jeebies. But I don't need him running around. I don't need to physically wear out my horse. I need to mentally. Come on, let's go. I really mean it. Thank you. Now get out because you're bothering me over here. There, see him make a sharp turn? He's a little bothered. So let's work that out. I'll have trouble ground driving him if I'll have trouble riding him. Essentially, we're riding him when we're ground driving. So he's leaning in on that side and he's leaning out on that side. Send him out. Send him out. But not a lot of trouble. I don't want him trotting. I'm actually getting a little dizzy doing this. Go the other way. Follow the lead. Good boy. Walk. Before I fall over from dizziness. Now I'm going to turn him on this side and back him. Back up, back up, back up. Different tool. I'll wave my rope, a little bit of pressure. If I had a flag with me, I'd probably be able to get this done a little bit simpler. I was talking to David yesterday about flag usage. Hey, pay attention when you come around this side. Anyway, so flags are... There's a woodpecker squirrel fighting in the tree. I wonder who will win. Okay, keep it moving. Come on. The joys of living in a forest, man. It is cool. Actually, there's two woodpeckers up there. The squirrel says, get out of my tree. I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's got a thing against woodpeckers. Out of the side of the barrel. Good boy. Yes, you're a quick learner. Come on. Go on, get around. Good. Go on. Yes. What, you don't like the ball? It's in the corner. Who cares? Okay, send him back around. Good boy. Now check my rope on his back because it's long enough to do so. This kind of stuff is done just sort of a nice underhand chuck. There we go. He can get used to ropes being around him and on him and chucked at him and, oh, let's pet him for a second. What the heck? Hey? All right, get moving. Let's go. Good boy. Chuck a rope. Come on, don't shoulder into me, man. It's not cool. Good boy. I'll come around, ask for his butt. Anyways, talking to David about flags. And flags are a great tool for beginners and advanced. So don't hesitate to use one. Okay, he's doing great. Much better. I feel he's better. I think he's well enough to start riding. Well, you know what I mean, ground driving. So I've got another one here. And we're gonna clippy clip these suckers onto the halter. Now, ground driving can be done with lots of different tools. I think what we'll do, sorry pal, hang on a second. We're gonna click that up there. You know, you can use side pulls and dedicated headstalls for this activity, which is essentially a side pull. I'm going to use just the halter. Halter's just fine for this activity. I wouldn't ride him in anything other than a halter in the beginning anyways, because if you can lead him in a halter, you should be able to ride him in a halter with one rein. Okay, pal. Let's continue on with our ground driving exercises. Now I'm going to make new clippy clips for these. I had some, but they broke. They were too weak, so I'm going to get some new ones, some stronger ones that I can use on. And we're going to walk. I don't want to trot out of him at all. It's just walking time. Now, I'm just passing the lines. Good boy. I know, that was a weird noise. What kind of bird was that, do you think? You don't know? I don't know either. Just passing the lines through some carabiners that I've hooked on here. You don't have to have any special sort of things. In fact, a saddle is a great idea instead of a surcingle, because you've got your stirrups on here. It's going to be the feel that it's going to be. So it's my personal preference, although surcingles are great. But this is just fine. Now, I've already done his basic groundwork in coming around and asking him to come around, so get myself a little bit organized. Talk about organizing ropes all the time with people. And because it's so often that, why is this one so long? This one's so short. What happened there? Let's shorten that up and make it look balanced at the least. There you go. You're such a good horsey. Now I won't do a lot. I'm just gonna mess around with him a bit and hopefully things will look pretty good. I might move that barrel into the middle. Oh, sorry. Is this thing still working? I think it is. It's gonna be a quiet morning. Money's on the woodpecker. That's funny. I don't know who won. Okay. It's quiet though, so I'm guessing the woodpecker won. Because the squirrel's not making any noise. Okay, pal. Let's get moving. Okay, let's go. Come on. Good boy. Stop playing with the archery stuff. All right. So we're going to get into position slowly here. No big rush. All right. Come on. I want to be more behind him than beside him. So I'm going to slowly get into that position. Come on, get around. I need to push on his eye and his shoulder. And he's got to manage these ropes around him too, so we're going to work on that. So hold the butt a little, but push the eye. There. All right. Push the eye. So get out. I'm going to actually pull a little on the right-hand side. So that's going to put a little pressure on his butt. And hopefully stop him. Okay, we're back in what I would consider the right position. There, push on that side. Stop. Go. Go forward. I don't need backwards. Good. Go forward. Go forward. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Let's get back in position. I need you forward. Push on the eye. There. Good boy. Now, the only problem with doing this with a saddle on, as many people will probably tell you, is that the line can get caught under the saddle a bit. So you just have to be careful with that. Okay, off we go. Now, let's ride. Turn right. Go forward. Go forward. You can use your voice a lot with riding as well. Say go right, come before the barrel if you can. Good boy. Now go forward. Good boy. So we'll just work on one side. Okay, go straight. Go on the other side of the barrel. So these visual landmarks can be really useful. He's still concerned there's something out there that's going to eat him. So we're going to keep working this end of the arena. Okay, turn right. Now I'm kind of using my eyeballs to direct him a bit. Now turn right. And I might look off a little ahead of him. Now I'm going to push on him a bit. But push, 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 push. I want forward. I don't want backwards. Good boy. Come on. Go. There we go. It's a hard thing to get used to. It's weird. Good. So I know you guys can't see me way over in this corner. We'll head back over. Oh, I don't want him trotting. Yeah, I'm going to come around. Get him to turn a little bit out of there. So I didn't want him to go forward. Good boy. I want him to continue down the way. Now, if I could get this done, I would have turned left there, but I didn't. So I'll just keep working on the right-hand side. We'll try again. We'll come around, push on him, push on him. There. Good boy. Actually, I want to pet him, so I'm going to ask him to stop. That was good. That was good. Fix the lines a little. That was good. Good boy. You made a left-hand turn. We want that. We want them to switch eyes. We want them to kind of go the other way and check that stuff out. And I might wave the rope around on his butt a little. If he wants to get going, I'll ask him to come through here slowly. We're gonna stay at the end a bit. Sorry, you guys, I know we're real far from the camera, but hey, ooh. Use both reins to slow him down. There, that's a good backup too. That's a good backup. I'm in the wrong position myself, but he is responding to the reins nicely. There. Okay, ready? Let's go. Go. Good boy. Okay, well, you're cutting in, so we're going to make a turn here, and I'm going to get him to go up the wall. Send him up a little bit. That's good. Now left-hand turn. That's a right-hand turn. That's a right-hand turn. Okay, go forward then. Go forward. Let's fix that. Come on. Good boy. There. Now we're behind him again, which is kind of nice because I want him to go left. There. Good boy. That was light pressure too. That didn't take much at all. So I'm going to come around a little. I'm going to put a little pressure on the right-hand side. A little pressure on the right. A little more, a little more, a little more. Good boy. Now go forward. So a bit better rhythm now. And come around the barrel. I'm going to put a little pressure on my left side here. Okay, because he's kind of getting quick. Let's go. Good boy. Left hand side. I want him to turn. I want him to turn. Say, hey, I'm over here. Good. Now forward. Good boy. Excellent. A little more. I don't want to fry him today or nothing. Now I want my right hand side coming. I want to get ready for him to turn. So I'm going to come around. There. Good boy. Now go forward. Come on. There. That's pretty good. Let's cruise. Let's go on cruise control a little. Not that much cruise control. Go straight. Go straight. Good boy. Up the arena we go. Nope. Don't turn. Push on that eye. Say no. Uh-oh, you got lost. I don't need you to square up. Come on. Get you out. 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 Nope. Nope. I want the other eye. So I keep coming around. Pull a little with my right hand here. The left hand is totally loose. He should be thinking about giving to the pressure on his face. There. That's his nose. Now I'll send him out and come around. That's better. That's better. Come around. Come on. Good. So the goal really is, I mean, there's lots of goals here. He's got to get used to these ropes all over his body, which he is. I'll send the eye. I don't want you coming in. Slow down though. I'll put a little pressure on my right hand. Not a lot. There. Slow down. Okay, push on him. Let's go. I want that. I don't want to turn this way. I want to go the other way now. Come on. Don't turn away. Good. Oh, good boy. Come on. Good boy. There. I'll get out of his way a little and send him forward. Perfect. Relatively for a 3-year-old. There, I'm sending the eye and coming around. That's a good turn. Thanks, buddy. I think we might just have him. I'm going to get the hindquarters and let the other side go. That was good. That was good. Yeah, it's a big deal for you. I'm going to end it on that. You don't have to do a lot. Pull these lines out around his feet, around his body. I'm leaving him, and now I'm coming back. Hello, friend. Now, I'm not leaving you with a rope halter on while you go and have a roll or nothing. Take that off. And he's getting better. He used to respond more to my body movements, but I want him better with my hand movements. So when I nudge his face one way or another, he'll be thinking to go that direction, get the nose. Just like when we're riding. It's quiet work. It's not loud. You don't have to. He's down for his roll. I don't know if you can see him. Probably can't see him. There he is. And that's his, what a goof. Good boy. Nice roll. All right. Let's move it over. Okay, let me see if I've got any questions. If not, I'm gonna get on with the day here. All right. Good morning, David and Maria. What? No, don't play with everything. Hey, Mr. Curious, what do you want? Twinkie, good morning. Hey, don't play with the lunge lines. Here, do you need some trouble? I'm looking for questions. There you go. Off you go. Oh yes, Maria, you are showing up in a few weeks, isn't it? Get walking. Go on. Be less curious about things. Oh, he's moving now. Good. A little bit of exercise for the little guy. All right. Actually, you guys are just chitty-chatting, so no good questions, which is great. It's great. Maybe I explained it all well enough that it makes sense. Duke's off in the corner, which is good. He's down near the end. That's where I would want him to be, hanging out down there. Nope, he's on his way up. Hey, no. This is a no digging zone. He'd like to get out. Actually, I'm gonna have him not do this. Go on, out of the gate area. Good boy. Yeah. So I don't necessarily need to chase him out, but I want him to stop thinking about bumping on the gate and stuff. So I'll wait. Now I could use anything. I don't need to use a whip. I can use a rope. I don't want him digging. I mean, I can't stop him from digging anywhere, but I can definitely maybe get the muscle memory in his head that says, no digging in here. I'm happy to see him run though. He wants to run and leave the gate. Then good. Now let's bring the camera up. Let's watch what a horsey does. Now let's switch cameras. When they're bored. Mind this little youngster. And it's high time, I mean, in general, to just help shape them a bit to understand that when they're in certain places, they've got to have certain manners. And that includes not messing with people's stuff. Oh, but you can always be friendly. You can always, I mean, there's a, oh, he says, no. Hey, come here. Good boy. I want him to not just leave things. It'd be nice if he comes and hangs out too. I know you're a big horse in a little tiny body. Hey? Yes, you are. And instead of wanting to leave and go to the gate and stuff, you guys can't see any of that, but I was just rubbing him. I just gave him a rub. I'll show you what I did. But I'd approach him, sort of head on, if I could get to him. Now he's thinking of the gate, so I'm just gonna ask him to stop here and back up, because he went further than I'd like him to do. So I'll back him up a few steps. No rope. I'm not forcing him, I'm just light pressure, probably maybe 4 or 5 pounds on his nose. And if he doesn't go, I'll just give him a little jiggle. just blocking. Ask him back if he will. Need the nose. You can't steer a horse without the nose, but you also can't wrestle with them. So all of my pressure is light. My top hand is light. I just wait. Say, hey, can you come back to this hand over here? Come on. Good boy. And I'll pet him if he'll let me. But he's got other things on his mind. And if this horse was, say, 16 hands or something, you know, you'd be worried. But he's not. There. It's a little better. Now I want to come back. Like him to be with me if he can, even though he wants to be out playing. I know you want to be out playing. Or eating. So now I'll ask for his butt over. There we go. Little tiny movements, you know. There. Not wrestling. I'm literally tapping with my finger, and I'm giving a little pressure with my other hand on his neck. So we'll ask for his butt again. See if we can get a little precision out of this boy. Come to think of it. Now he's got his shoulder sort of leaning in, so I'm just going to put my leg up against there with my knee out just to stop that. I might not do that with a bigger horse. I might more block otherwise. I'm just going to tap his butt. There we go. That's nice. You never know when you might need some little tiny thing like that. I'll leave him be. Minor liberty work. It's kind of useful. Hope he doesn't play with the gate or he's in trouble. So that's it. I think I'll probably leave it at that. Sally Ann, do you think horses learn better in the morning? No, I don't. I don't think horses care what time of the day it is for anything. Other than maybe the nice warm sun. But learning-wise, actually, come to think of it, I guess I would say that at nighttime, horses tend to be a little bit more worried if it's darker. If you keep the lights on, you know, then it's fine. But at nighttime, they tend to get a little more jittery because they can't see as far. But I don't know. I mean, outside of things distracting them or making them afraid, I don't believe that they care much what time of the day it is. I haven't found a difference personally, outside of, even as you see here, it's pure daylight, it's a really beautiful day, and he's still looking to the forest like there's trouble. So, from a distance, I'm just gonna ask him off of the fence. Just a little snap of the whip here. So he'll pay attention and think, well, better not do that. You'd be good. Ask him not to. Maybe leave the gate. If I have to ask a couple of times like that, I'll just get him to leave the gate. I'll walk away. I don't have to chase him off. I just ask him to leave. He can run off all by his lonesome. So, behaves like a teenager? Well, he is just a baby in a way. He's young and just needs to learn some stuff. He needs to learn how to be in an arena. He needs to learn how to be around people. He should be a little bit more accustomed to liberty work. You know, if somebody says, hey, I'm going to come over there and capture you, he should just comply and stuff like that. Those kinds of things are really important. So, don't mess with the gate. Don't kick the walls. Don't chew on wood. Don't knock over a barrel. I don't know, you know, whatever it is. See what he does. Kind of curious myself, so that's why I'm still standing here. Not that I have a lot of time on my hands today, but I got a little bit right now. This morning, look at this place. It's supposed to start getting some rain next week, I think. Can't fit his little head through there to get the little tiny pieces of grass that are growing on the other side. Now you might be thinking, well, how come you don't get on his case for putting his head over that fence? And you'd be partially correct. But I'm happy that he's over there. I'd actually like him to be over there. I think that it's a good place to be. A lot of horses get worried on that side because it's so open and there are no other horses. Look at that. Now, if I were to scare him, he'd jam his head. So there's nothing I can do but wait. I can start making some noise there. I just pat my pants really lightly to indicate that I might start coming over. So, but his head barely fits through that thing. So I don't want him doing anything further than that. Something to think about, you know, horses are crazy. Would you put your head through that? No. So watching that, I'd kind of think, well, stay off of the fence. You know, I'm gonna make a little noise now. You never know until you kind of let things happen a bit. You kind of say, well, are you really gonna do that? Oh, you did it, you know, kind of thing. Look at that flexibility. He's a good horse. So that's ground driving in a nutshell, a really small nutshell. There's plenty more and lots more advanced stuff to do with that. But turning, making turns and getting in the right position, getting to respond to my hand. Don't eat anymore off of the wall. Don't want him scared, to be honest. I just want him aware that it's just not a good idea. So let's go over there. I'm gonna block him if he tries to come up, like that. Like that. There. Come be with you over here. Nice place to be. Hey, man. Oh. There. Got him. We can both hang out down here. Looking at, there's nothing out there other than trees and stuff. All right. I don't know if he'll... Oh, don't dig. All right, let's step on. There. You are precise, aren't you? Hey, I pat my leg 3 times, you walk 3 times. 1, 2, 3. It's a fun horse. It's a good boy. Really enjoy working with him. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that a little bit. I encourage everybody to try ground driving. Don't worry about messing up. Like I say to everybody who ever does anything groundwork or riding or whatever, don't worry about making mistakes. Who cares? Fix them if you need to. Oh, he followed me up. What a nice boy. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. And I will see you guys again tomorrow for surezies. Good job, Luke. I mean, Duke. Not Luke. Don't play. Okay, that's it, guys. Thanks for coming in to watch. Thanks, David, for popping in and moderating. Well, nothing happened, actually. Just a bunch of nice people. So see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are on the planet.